YouTube friends.
Oh, friend!
Hello, YouTube traders and you investors. Tesla, when it comes to Tesla, anyone who thinks I'm just looking at technical analysis and then saying, oh, I'm all in and all this, and we'll touch on all in a second, bear with me. No, that is completely wrong. Completely wrong. I'm doing the technical analysis to help people who don't really understand charts. Because I've looked at charts, like I said, for over 10 years, so I have a good understanding there. But when it comes to Tesla, if that investor relations website was a video game, best believe I'm deep on that. I'm deep in that game. I've outplayed everybody in that game. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's some people who maybe gone a little harder than me, but when it comes to, I'd say I'm probably in the top 1% of people right there when it comes to investor relations and smashing up, going through everything that they put in out and being like, I like that. That makes sense. Elon's master plans, going through them and being like, what was he saying there? Did he do that? And if he didn't do that, why didn't he do that? Asking these questions. And if it comes to, if you want to talk about going through other people's content, like your Dave Lee's, your Stephen Mark Ryan's, your Tesla Herb is a new one I like. I like the level-headedness that they bring. Him and his panel, great show. Watch it if you don't watch it. Warren Redlich, him. I know he's a hyperbole, and I watch him and I think I see what he's saying. I get it. Now, does it mean I think his numbers are still a little crazy? Yeah, I think he's a little crazy, but I like his crazy because his crazy makes sense to me. My point is, watching Elon's emails, going through the quarterly earnings calls and rewatching them and seeing, did I get that? And if I didn't get that, what were they saying? All their AI days, their battery days, going through things like that and being like, is it actually make sense what they're saying? The point I'm trying to make is, if you think I'm just a technical analysis guy, you got to twist it. That's all I'm trying to say. Yes, when it comes to crypto, I'm not that deep. Sorry, just to finish on the Tesla, the little rant that I'm having, and I'm not even going anywhere, and I'm not even hating on people, because, like, I don't say I'm all in to be like, I'm on YouTube, I'm all in. No, I was all in way before YouTube. So, because I want to be, I want to own assets. Now, if you're listening, listen really well. You want to buy assets, because no one told me this. No one explains this. They don't explain it at school. They don't explain it. To be honest, no one's really explaining it. They sort of say it, but I don't think they break it down this way. You want to own assets. Does that mean you only need to own Tesla? No. Go out and buy you some real estate. Go out and buy your business if you can. Go out and buy some dividend stocks. Go out and buy all that if you want. I'm just saying, I want to be owning the best assets that I can find. And keep in mind, this is for me. This is from my due diligence. So like when I say I'm all in, there's a reason why I'm all in. There's a reason why I have conviction. And let me explain something. I'll tell you what, we're going to go through the Ethereum chart. Because I did buy Ethereum. I bought it. I wasn't an early investor. No. I bought it recently. I made some really good returns. I bought in, and what a lot of people were like, you bought in right at the low. You know why I did that? Technical analysis. Fundamentals didn't help me do that. I fundamentally liked the story of crypto and what they were saying and what so-called experts were saying, like your Michael Saylors, etc. Like I've looked at the game. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, if this was a game, I'm deep. But crypto, I made really good returns, and I'll show you on the chart. But then, as many of you will know, it came down, and when it was coming down, unlike Tesla, whenever Tesla falls, I get excited. And if you ever met me, if you ever were to meet me, I genuinely get more excited when I see Tesla falling than anything. Whereas with crypto, I was freaking out. I was waking up. I'm like, should I sell? Should I do this? I was asking all these questions that, when it comes to Tesla, I don't play those games. I don't freak out like that. So to me, that is why I've said in previous videos, and I'm going to reiterate here. If you are ever at the point where you're like, I can't sleep, and why? Why sleep is so important. If something is stopping your sleep, why are you doing it? That's the way I look at it. So that's why when I say I'm confident, and believe me, I'm very confident when it comes to Tesla, it's because I can sleep good. And I keeping that in mind. In crypto, I had a decent amount. I didn't have my entire net worth in Tesla. In Ethereum, and I had some Sol as well. Anything else? Oh, I had a little bit of Bitcoin. But my point is, when all that was dropping, I was getting nervous. I was having trouble sleeping. It wasn't a good feeling. So maybe does that mean that crypto is bad? Or no, I'm not saying crypto is bad. I'm saying my level of understanding the game when it comes to crypto fundamentally was not that deep. It wasn't deep enough where I was like, I can sleep peacefully. Because I'll tell you what, and no, once again, no disrespect to anyone who buys it or who is in it, but I feel there's a lot of gamblers in the crypto game. That's why you see such stupid amounts of swings. Yeah, and then some people might come back, oh, well, Tesla makes super swings. I'm sure it does, mate. I'm sure it does, because it's a high growth stock. So when it moves up, it's gonna move up, and when it comes down, it's gonna move down. So I'm cool with that. Take from what I'm saying, this is the point I'm really trying to make. Sorry for the long, stupid rant. Basically, when Tesla falls, I get really excited. And if you think I'm saying that for the point of this video, no. I've said this to other people I know. They looked at me like I was crazy, and I was like, you don't get it. But that's fine. Just understand my passion is when it's dropping, I get excited because I think, wonderful, I can buy. Like right now, yeah, my cost basis on Tesla post split is $200, right? So right now I'm up on Tesla, but I wanted to go back to 200 because I've got some more cash now. I can buy a whole lot more Tesla stock, and that's all I want to do. I want to keep accumulating assets. If my family didn't tell me this, school didn't teach me this, no, to be honest, I've had a lot of mentors, but no one really, maybe they said it, but my mind wasn't ready to accept what they were actually saying, or wasn't at the level to really get it. But if you really get it, you need to be buying assets and just keep accumulating inside. I read a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, and it talked about these two men. I'll tell you the story really quickly. These two men wanted to rob this wealthy man. And one of them level-headedly said, that's not smart. We're going to rob him, yeah, and we're going to have all the coins he has in his pocket. I think they call it the purse then, in his purse. But wouldn't it be better if we approached this wealthy man? Because this man used to be our friend. He is one of us. Do you not think if we approached him and asked him, how could we have purses that flow, whether we get robbed or that will constantly flow if we ever did get robbed? Because if you rob him, the very next, I think it was a month in that book, very next month, his purse would be full and flow in again. So wouldn't it be better if we tried to learn how to emulate his success rather than bring him down and steal his purse and take his money for the month, which might hurt him for a little bit, but he'll be fine. He's going to be A-okay. Whereas we will probably splurge and waste all that money, and then that money is gone and we are back to where we are right now. And that, I thought, was one smart thing. And that's what you want to do. You want to have a purse that is flowing every single month. That's what I'm doing. I'm not claiming I'm super rich or anything, but that's I'm super rich. Well, wealth, definitely wealth, which is, I think, better than super rich. But wealth generation, that's what I'm here doing, and that's what I want y'all to be doing. So let's get it.